Hey, hi guys. Welcome to a new video where I'll be showing you the complete Google Auth implementation from scratch using Node.js. So I don't think there's a more simple video, like a simpler video than this on YouTube. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll be starting now. So first of all, what is Google Auth? So like Google Auth, you can use Google Auth to implement Google Sign-in with your apps using your backend, whatever the means whatever your preferred language is. Like I'll be using Node.js in this video. So you can see I've come on the Google Auth uh, documentation. So just search Google Auth and head to the first link. Don't know why. Uh, One second. Yeah. So s- so I'll show you the basic flow of Google Auth. So in this video, basically we'll be doing it from scratch. No Passport.js, nothing, no external package or library I'll use. I'll do it from scratch uh, using plain vanilla JavaScript. Okay, so it will be easier for you to understand. So what is the flow of this? So basically it is you can consider the user as a backend. Okay, so what will happen is from the backend we'll request a token to the Google servers, Google Auth server. So the server will like then redirect me to a Google, login and consent form. Like whenever you sign into a app, right, you'll just be redirected to a Google consent form. So after you successfully consent give consent for access, you will receive an authorization code. Okay. So after you receive an authorization code in your backend, you'll have to again send this authorization code to the Google Auth servers for an exchange code or token. In this case, uh, Google servers will send you a refresh token, an access token, and ID token. So most of the apps, current apps which are running on, I generally use the ID token to like uh, give access, like provide access to the user through their app. Okay. So yeah, let's get started. I've already opened a VS Code, opened my VS Code. So yeah, so I've kept it as live stream for now. I'll just start a new terminal. I'll do npm init -y to initialize a Node.js application. So what we are going to need here is basically, I'll tell you, we'll need JSON web token. Okay. Then we'll need I think course, we'll need course. Then we'll need .env. Then we'll need the main thing, express package. Then I think yeah, and Axios as well. Yeah, like we can use HTTP request or like fetch, but we're not going to use those things here. We'll directly do it using Axios because it's more simple. Yeah, so let's install these things. Okay, it's done, right? So I'll just name in my config it as server.js. Let's create a new file, server.js, and also create a .env. So the first thing what it'll do is it'll come above and go to this Google API console. Okay, so you'll have to set up your app here. What I'll do is I'll just click here and we'll go add new project. We can create a new. You can give it anything. I'll just give it Google Auth. Okay, and no organization, no need of this. Yeah, so it's, you can say it's creating the project. Let's wait for some time. Yes, let's select our project. Yeah, so it's created. We have selected our Google Auth project. So there are a few things which you have to set up. Okay, so first we'll have to set up the Google Auth consent screen. Okay, let's get started. App name we can just use as OAuth. Support email, I can use this. This is a random email which I've created, so don't go over that name. Yeah, so we'll do next. We'll do external so that any user can test it. Email address same. I'll keep this as well only. I'll agree, I'll then continue, I'll then create. Done. Let's wait for this to get created. Okay. Yeah. So after that, what we'll do, let's go to branding and check. Yes. Yeah, you can upload any file. I'll just upload this a random image. You can give app domain like application homepage. What is your application? If you're connecting to the front end, you can give these things. But since I am now only doing it in my uh, backend, I'll not give any like domains and all. Let's go to audience and let's add a user. Okay, so I'll just add the same email ID. Okay, I'll add it. Done. Then we'll go to client and create a client. Okay, let's create one client. Yeah, application time, we'll give it as web application. Yeah, we can keep it as OAuth only, no issues. This is the main part right now. From which local host, from basically from which port, because we'll be coding everything from a local host only. We'll be requesting all the data to the Google servers from our local host. So what we'll do is we'll add one local host. Let's keep it as uh, let, yeah, let's keep it as local host. Let's keep the port number as 9000. Okay, for now. Yeah. So again, we'll need one redirect URI. So in this redirect URI, what will basically happen is we'll request the token from from this URI only, or URL, whatever you can like you want to say. So what I can give here is I can give API slash auth slash callback. We'll create this route in our backend, don't worry. So we'll just keep it like this and like we'll create it. Okay. See, we'll get this API client secret and client ID. We'll just download this. Okay. So now it's downloaded. I think it's almost done. We've created this and let's check here what there is. Yeah. So we'll have to add or remove scopes as well. What are scopes basically? Scopes grant access to what data you want to get from your Google APIs. Like if I select info or user info.email, we'll get the email details, we'll get the profile details like the photo URL, everything. After like like in your backend, what you want after getting signed in, what you want to do with the user, you'll just create upset the user in a database and all. So we'll do it later. First, let's get select these three basic scopes which everyone generally like uses. Like let's do OpenID and just update it here. Okay, so we'll get these things and like we can click on save. So yeah, our basic like structure is ready. All the like configs are ready for our app. So what I'm going to do is now we'll just open it and open in VS Code only. See, now I'll use ChatGPT to format it in the form of env file. So it's like very like time consuming, right? If you want to do it part by part, uh, like type. So what we'll do is go to ChatGPT. So see, I'm pasting this entire client ID, client secret, because later I'll change it. So I don't like really care about this getting exposed. So I can later delete and like create a new ID or secret. So what we'll do is like to control V. What we'll tell is please convert into env format. See, it converted everything into the env format. Okay, so just copy everything, paste it in our .env. Okay, also we'll need one port as well. Port equal to, what should I, yeah, I should keep it as 9000 because I have like allowed only that uh, JavaScript origin, so we can only request from 9000 port. If you put anything like 5000 or something else, you'll not be able to access or like means access the Google server because the app is configured based on the port 9000. Okay, so yeah, let's begin with our coding. So yeah, I'll follow the model view controller here, so you'll also get to know how like we do it in industry standards or like the basic standard which like in every company or every huge app follows to make the code readable and all. So I'll just create one folder here. uh, let's create routes for now because we are not doing any models and all. Just this video is about just the Google Auth part, so we'll not like do any user obsession in database and all. We'll just uh, learn about the basic Google Auth, how it works. So next we can create is controllers. Okay, okay, so it's done. What we are going to do next? See, server.js. We can create. We can require the ex express. Express is going to require. Sorry. Okay, so required express. It's not showing. Let me check if express. Yeah, express is installed. So yeah, so let's go here. And what we are going to do is we are going to create one class name as server. I'm doing it on like class structure because it like is easier for me. I'll just basically in object oriented programming, yeah, I can say. What we'll do is create one constructor, name the app as app, then express. Okay, what we are going to do is now um, let's create two function methods here in our class. Let's call it as initialize middlewares, because we'll need those middlewares like to read JSON data and all from our backend. Hopefully you know these things. These are basic express things and Node.js things. Let's create routes method as well. Whenever we are creating an object from this class, we'll directly call these two functions. Okay, so yeah, let's sorry yeah, so let's do it, run it here, put it in our constructor. We'll initialize middlewares. We will initialize our routes. Okay, yeah, so let's, for the time being, let's console.log a simple line middlewares. Okay, and let's console.log routes. Okay, yeah, now create one method as start server. Okay, let's create the server here and also require our .env in our root file. .env .config. Okay, so now we can use our um, import the variables from our .env file. Okay, so what we're going to do this dot app dot listen. What is the port we kept? Env dot port. Okay, and this will give a callback function. Can console dot log here as uh, port is running on process dot env dot port. Okay, yeah, so let's create an object from this class. Const server equal to new server. Okay, let's start our server dot start server. Okay, what are you going to do? We'll just run this file. Let's do npx nodem. It's running on the port 9000. So next what we are going to do, see, our basic server.js blueprint is set up. Now what we are going to do, we're going to create routes. Okay, let's create one auth route. uh, let's go and create one auth route .js. Okay, so what we can do similarly, we can do it as class auth routes. We'll do constructor. See, I'm not going to explain this thing. I'll just explain. This video is all about the like sorry video is just for the Google Auth part. So I hope you know these things like the constructor, basic router implementation in Express. Yeah, so what we're going to do is require Express here as well. Okay, okay. We're going to do this. Let's create one variable. This router equal to X dot router. Okay, created the router and create one function initialize auth routes. Okay, there's a method it's going to create, and we're going to use it in our constructor initialize auth routes. Okay, what we're going to do is let's create a get route. Okay, this dot router dot get. What we are going to name this first, we are going to request on this URL only. um, let's keep it as Google and login. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to create a controller where we are basically going to write all the logics. It's recording, right? Yes. Let's create one auth controller. Let's name it as auth controller.js. Okay, let's create one auth controller class. Let's create one function. Okay, async uh, redirect to Google consent. Let me keep it as uh, redirect to yes, let's keep it as redirect to Google consent. It will get request comma response. uh, Now what we're going to do is uh, let's import everything. Okay, so what we're going to do is come here, um, give me the require code example const equal to request process.env. Okay, so we'll basically it will give all the import statements. See, yeah, so it gave me all the import statements so that I don't have to type one by one. See, it gave me everything, right? See, similarly, like redirect URI, everything it gave me. Okay, so next what we are going to do, we are going to construct a Google consent URL. Okay, so let's come back to this. Let's go to Google Auth again. Go to the documentation here. Let's do, I think, server-side apps only. I'll get the documentation here. Which URL we are going to request? See, this is the URL. Auth URL. Basically, I think this URL is this one. Oh yes, Google Auth URI. So we are going to request on this URL the authorization code. Okay, so let's let's go. So how we are going to do is first we'll take this only. Let's go to our auth controller. Let's do mm, let's first create some search params. Okay, let's first create our scopes. Okay, scope. See, here you will get the scopes, what access you want to give to the app. Okay, see, these are the scopes. So how we are going to do is I'll show you. Let's create an array of scopes. Let's go to user info. Let's go here, auth scopes, and let's do can search for user info. Okay, see, we're getting these scopes. Let's copy this, paste it here. Let's go for a different thing. Let's copy this. Let's paste here. And I think the last one is OpenID, right? OpenID. Okay. So our scopes are created. Now what you're going to do is we'll uh, create some URL search params. So say const params equal to new URL search params. Okay. So this will basically take an object. We will have to give key value pairs. Okay. So see, we'll go here again to our documentation. Let's scroll down below. Yeah, see what will see, we have created our scopes, so it's fine. Then what we'll need access type. Okay, just copy this as access type. We'll create as offline. Then what we need, then we need include granted scopes. Okay, we'll do include granted scopes as, we don't need double quotient, just give it as true. we're going to do next, response type, we'll need response type. Let's keep it as code. Sorry, will be in strings code. Okay. Then what we'll need, client redirect URI. Need redirect URI. What will you keep this? This is Google redirect URI. Okay. Just copy this from here, paste it, and I think, yeah, and the client ID. Okay. Client ID, I'll keep it as Google client ID. Okay. See, our params are ready now. Now we'll join these scopes and our params to create a URL. Okay. So we'll just name this as const auth URI equal to, first we'll need this, right? First we'll need this Google Auth thing. So what we're going to do is, let's take this here, Google Auth URI. It will be Google Auth URI. Then there's one question mark. Then what you are going to do is, see, scope. Okay, let's keep scope here equal to. Then what we are going to do, again the same thing we'll do. See, we'll do it as scopes dot join. Sorry, yeah, scopes is an array, right? It should be a sorry, I didn't give const here only. Sorry, my bad. Yes. Now what we're going to do is scopes. We'll do scopes dot join. How we are going to join? We're going to join with space. Then we're converting it to dot to string. Okay. This our scope part is done. Then what we're going to do after scopes is done, then we're going to do, yeah, and see, I'm showing you step by step so that you can read documentation and do it yourself. Okay. Now we'll join this. See, now we'll join our search params. Okay. Params. Okay. Dot to string. See, our auth URI is ready now. What we are going to do now, we are going to redirect the user to this auth URI. Okay. Auth URI. So before that, let's create some middlewares. This dot app dot use express dot json, so that we can read our incoming JSON request. This dot app dot use cause, so that we don't get the cause error. You can give different options as well. So I'm just keeping it for now. We're not creating a full-fledged app. We'll just do it later in future videos. Okay. So what we can do is URL encoded. Okay. Then what we'll need, don't need anything else, I guess. Yeah, I think it's fine for this. Okay, so yeah, let's go back to our controller. Now what we are going to do is, let's export this auth controller. Module.exports equal to new auth controller. Okay. Dot, we don't need dot here. See, what we're going to do is import our auth controller here. Auth controller equal to require controllers. Let's go to controller and our auth controller. So what we're going to do is just pass the auth controller here. Controller dot, what method you are using, redirect to Google consent. Okay. Let's create the same, initialize the same in our server.js as well. Let's first import this. Require, oh sorry, uh const auth routes require. Let's go to our routes and then recover auth route. Okay. Now let's initialize this here. This dot app dot use. Let's, what we do here, we'll just keep, let's keep the starting path as API slash auth. Okay. And let's pass our auth routes. See, this is done, right? Where are you getting here? Okay, we haven't imported our course. Let's import our course here. Course. Okay. See. Now I think it will run. What, what is the error we are getting? Argument handler must be function. I think we've made some error here. Okay, so we haven't exported only. Like exports into new auth controller dot what we are going to export here, our sorry router. Sorry, what am I doing, man? Once again, auth routes dot router. Sorry, router. Okay, I think it should work now. Yeah, it's working now. So now since we have built that redirection controller to our Google consent form, now what we are going to do is we'll like create this route. I'll show you in this. See, let's go here. Let's go to auth. See, we have created this authorized redirect URI, right? So we'll have to create this route to get the data. Okay. See how we're going to do this. Just come here. Let's create this dot router dot get. What is that? Auth slash let's create keep it as Google slash callback. Okay. Yeah, let's save this. Okay, let's go back here. See auth slash Google slash callback. Okay, let's keep it as Google slash callback. Okay, see this is done now. Let's go back to our auth controller. Okay, so let's go and create this thing. Let's go here, create this thing. Let's create that function. Um, let's name it as exchange token since we'll be exchanging and getting all the details from this function itself. So let's do this and get request and response. See, now what we're going to get is after we have like done the consent and everything. So from the backend server of Google, they'll share a code in the query, the request.query on this callback URL, like the Google callback URL which we have set. Okay, so what we are going to do is see, we'll grab that to, code. Okay, let's see how we're going to do this. Just do is as right, and go to request.query. Okay, so it will be in a query parameter. Okay, const code. Okay, so yeah, so let's try this once. Let's return a response to our URL. What we're going to do is let's keep it as code only. Let's keep it as code. Okay, let's keep it as code. See, it's done. Now we're going to import the same auth controller dot exchange token. Okay, so it is running now. Let's see if it works. Hopefully it will work. Hopefully we'll get a code from the response. Localhost, let's take this URL only. 9000 auths. What is the route we have created? Google slash login, right? Let's go here. Let's try. Think redirect URI mismatch. Okay. Google slash callback, right? Keep kept it as Google slash callback. Okay. That we have kept here API slash auth Google slash callback. Looks good to me. Let's check what is the issue. Localhost API slash auth slash okay API slash auth slash Google slash callback. Okay. Let's see if we made any typo here. Callback looks fine to me. Let's see what is the issue. Second, concerning was this it's an invalid request. Let's check our audience here. We have given access. Yes, we have given access. Let's see what scopes we have given. Yeah, scopes are correct as well. Let's see if I made any mistake in this. URL. Okay, let's check this. And scope seems correct to me. Let's see. Access type offline, response type code. Okay, redirect URI, client ID. Let's check our redirect URI. Okay, I think we have updated there, right? That's why we're not getting. I think it should work now. Let's save this again. Let's run the server. Let's go to localhost. Let's 9,000. Let me just log in. Now let's check if it works. Still the same issue. What's happening? I think. Okay, again I've. Wait, sorry. Now it should work, I guess. Now it should work. Can host. I copy, right? Yeah. See, it's working now. What we are going to do is, like, let's go to what we are going to. Let's go sign in with this. Like, not sign in, basically give consent. See, we are getting this code. Okay. After we got this code right now, what we are going to do is, we'll again request the Google servers with this code that will need the mm, like the authorization code. Okay, after we again reshare the authorization code, the just after I request on the new Google Auth URI, I'll show you everything. We'll get one ID token, refresh token, and access token. I'll show you how it works. Okay, let's do it. Just let me remove this first. We don't need this. Const. I think what we're going to do is, first let's do the same thing. Okay, so let's go to this documentation. What we're going to do, see, what we are going to do is, let's check HTTP request. uh yeah, so we'll make one post request, okay, to our token exchange URL. Okay, so there is one URL, right? Google token. So this is the URL we're going to use to send the code to get the token back to our backend. Okay, so how we're going to do this, see, we receive the code, right? Then we'll again be sending the code to the token, like the Google token URL. Okay, so what we're going to do, see, let's first create the search params, const params. Okay, new URL search params. Okay, what we are going to need here, we'll need the, one second, not this one. Let's see the JavaScript web apps. I think it will be more clear here only. See, we're doing this, doing that. Once again, let me check. I think let's go down. Let's check. Yeah, see, this is the thing. This is the request we have to make. We'll have to give the code. Let's give our code equal to code. Okay. So next, what we are going to do? Let's client ID. Similarly, we'll take the client ID from here. Copy, paste, and we'll also need the client secret. Okay, client secret as Google client secret. Okay, and also we'll need the redirect URI again. Okay, just copy the redirect URI from here and just paste it here. We'll need the grant type as authorization code. Okay, grant type, I'll just change this format, keep it in double quotes. Okay, so it's done. Now what we're going to do, see, we have created the params. Okay, now what we're going to do is, we'll just request, create a post request here. See, post the token HTTP. Okay, so what we're going to do, see, const response, we'll just create one response. Axios, we'll import Axios, it will get imported directly on top. Axios dot post. Okay, we'll post on which URL? We'll post on this URL, Google token URI. Okay, Just keep it here. We'll pass our params. Params will do it toString. Okay, we'll do toString. Then what we'll need? We'll need our headers. Okay, what we're going to do? Headers. See, content type. What we're going to keep? Content type. We'll just copy the content type from here. Okay, okay. I think it will work now. Content will got the response. Okay. Now what we're going to do? Just check if it works correctly. We'll just return a response. Response.status. Let's keep it as 200 for now. JSON response. Let's keep it as response as response.data. Okay. We have to give await here, or else it will not work. Okay. See, let's check now if it works for us. Let's go to localhost. Again, I have to copy this 9000. This Google/login. Okay. Let's copy this for future. Let's go here. See, I'll just go here. Let's do. Okay. Google client ID is not defined. Let's check what is the issue. Sorry. Google client ID is not defined. Okay. Okay, got it. I haven't imported this here. I've imported here as well, right? Sorry, my bad. See, now I think again if I run localhost 9000 /login. Let's copy this. Now check if it works. We do continue. See, we're getting the response, right? Response, we're getting the refresh token, the access token, and everything, and the ID token. So this is what we specifically need. I'm not talking about the access token, because if you want the details of the user, you can get it directly from access token. If you want it from the access token, then you have to again make a post request to the server. Okay, so I find it easier to use this ID token. Okay, so I'll show you how we'll get that response. Just tell you how we're going to get that response. What we're going to do, see, const user details equal to, let's take it as J. Okay, we haven't imported, right? The JWT const JWT require JSON web token. Okay. Now what we're going to do? See, we'll decode the token. Okay, we'll get it here. Response. Let's decode. What do you need? Token. See, this token is in response.id token, right? We'll do it as response.id token. Okay. And next, what we're going to do is, we don't need options, right? I think it will work fine. Let's mm, let's keep it as user debts, and we'll give it as user details. Okay, user details done. Now let's check if it works. Paste it here. Login. Oh, it's coming as null. Okay, sorry, it is inside data, right? Response.data.id token. Now it should work. See, getting all the user details, given name, everything, picture. If you click on picture, don't know it works. I'll check that later. See, but you got the point, right? We're getting all the details of the token, basically all the user details and everything. We'll do it later. We'll check later about the image. See, this is how you can do this Google Auth from scratch. It's very easy, and I don't think there's a simple explanation to Google Auth on the internet than this. Basically from scratch. You can use Passport.js and all, but this is to help you understand how it actually works. If you want to use your refresh token or access token, you have to again make a request, decode the data, and then again you have to do the entire thing. So I just prefer ID using ID token. Okay. So yeah, after that you can, what you can do is, if you have created a database, connected database, you can upset the user and basically share a cookie to the front end for state management, or you can run a session using the ID token. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, I know my like teaching style might not fit with the likes of all the guys here, because I am also new to this teaching side, right? Basically, yeah, that's it. So hopefully you like the video. If you want me to improve, you can comment down below any suggestions for me. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Signing off.